Few people in any field become the undisputed top dog in their profession, especially across generations. But if you ask almost anyone who the greatest magician and escape artist in history was, most would say Houdini. His legend continues to grow with each decade. But today, we're not talking about Houdini's life. Instead, we're discussing the truth about how he died. Thanks to the popular but mostly fictional 1953 film Houdini, starring Tony Curtis, many people believe Houdini drowned while failing to escape from a water tank during a performance. The real story, however, is very different. On October 24, 1926, Houdini and his team arrived at the Garrick Theater in Detroit, Michigan. Houdini was running a fever between 102–104 degrees Fahrenheit. 2 days earlier in Montreal, a college student named J. Gordon Whitehead approached Houdini in his dressing room. Accounts of what happened next vary, but the general story is that Whitehead asked Houdini if he could really withstand any punch to the abdomen. Houdini said he could and gave Whitehead permission to test it. Whitehead then punched Houdini several times while Houdini was still reclining. He had recently broken his ankle in his famous water torture cell escape and not prepared for the punches. The punches hurt Houdini more than he expected, and after a few hits, he asked Whitehead to stop. Despite the pain and his broken ankle, Houdini insisted on performing that evening. By the time he reached Detroit, his condition had worsened. He was examined by a doctor who diagnosed him with acute appendicitis and recommended immediate surgery. Houdini refused and went on with the show. He started the performance but had to stop midway because his condition had deteriorated further. His assistant had to finish the show. After the show, Houdini went back to his hotel to rest, but his wife, Bess, insisted he go to the hospital. Another doctor examined him and confirmed he needed surgery. Houdini was still reluctant, but after talking to his personal physician, Dr. William Stone, he agreed to go to Grace Hospital in Detroit for an emergency appendectomy. At the hospital, doctors found Houdini had peritonitis caused by a ruptured appendix. It was initially thought that Whitehead's punches had caused the rupture, but today it's believed that Houdini was already suffering from appendicitis when he was punched. The punches may have masked the severity of his condition, leading him to ignore the symptoms. In the days before antibiotics, a ruptured appendix often led to fatal infections. Despite surgery, Houdini's condition worsened, and he died on October 31st, 1926, at the age of 52. Even though Houdini didn't believe in spiritualism and spent much of his life debunking it, he promised his wife that if he could communicate from the afterlife, he would do so on the 10th anniversary of his death. On Halloween in 1936, Bess held a seance to try to contact him, but it was unsuccessful. Since then, many have tried to reach Houdini on Halloween, but none have succeeded. Bonus facts: besides being a magician, Houdini was a successful movie actor and an accomplished airplane pilot. He made the first successful powered flight in Australia. Houdini was born in Budapest, Hungary, on March 24, 1874, as Eric Weiss. His family moved to the U.S. in 1878, changed their last name to Weiss, and settled in Appleton, Wisconsin. Houdini left school after 3rd grade and ran away from home by age 12. Thank you for watching us on this journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content celebrating the icons who shape our world.